Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I think if the track's sub 50 seconds, make it a 15-man gate. I mean, they're just riders that are way off the pace of the top lead group, and if the promoter wants to potentially lose championship contenders, I mean, then let's keep it the way it is. But
Now, that was Eli Tomac about the lapper situation coming out of Indy. Now, it's pretty bad when you consider Indy was a triple crown format, so shorter races, and they're still lapping, well into the 10, 15 group. And it's sad. I mean, obviously, it's like any sport. The top 0.01% is going to be just so much better than everybody else that there is a huge, in this sport at least, a huge speed difference. And it's kind of hard to say because do you want to completely cut out the privateers, which you can't do? I mean, let's be honest here. The privateers are needed. They're the guys who put in their own blood, sweat, money, time to travel the country and race. And if you get rid of them, then you're left to just the factory dudes, and you're racing, what, 10, 12 people at best? It's going to make the availability of rides super short. And that's one of the problems right there. And obviously it's Vince Freezy, so there's absolutely no surprise that he's cross-jumping and being stupid, but it's a hard problem to fix because, like he was saying, if it's a sub 50 second lap, make 15 guys. That way it's only the faster people who are making it into the night show. But then you have the problem of, how many people are going to show up, because if they know there's less available spots, less guys are going to try because it's money out of their pocket to go race the night or try and race the night and not make it. Now, I mean, obviously there's arguments for both sides. If you have less people, it's only going to be the best of the best, and it might be better because there's going to be more room on track. But at the same point, if you have less people, there's going to be less battling for a position. There's going to be less competition, and, pros and cons to both sides of this. But he is right. Like, if you've got guys that are, a second or 2 seconds a lap slower than everybody else, when you catch them racing for position, like first or second, one guy catches him in the whoops, he goes one direction, you have to go a different direction to try and pass him, and then you get stuck behind somebody who's so much slower. It ruins your run. It ruins, a whole 2-3 laps worth of progress to try and catch somebody. And that's not even on the fact of, if they cut a line or they cross jump, freezy, and cause that sort of issue, and that's just, safety and health issue on its own side of things. It's hard. I mean, you can't really just cut everybody out and say, hey, you guys aren't fast enough. Only the big money factory riders are going to be doing this. I mean, otherwise you're looking like F1, where only the the best of the best with all the money and the silver spoon in their mouth can probably do this. It's, who knows? I mean, if it's a track like this, that's probably not a bad idea. If it's a sub 50 track and it's, a short race and you're still lapping that far up, yes. I mean, the easier way is just, hey, if you get lapped twice, if you're 2 laps down, black flag, you're pulled off. There's no reason to be rolling around at that point and just kind of in the way. I don't know. It's one of those situations that who knows what you could actually do to fix it, and it's where I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. You guys tell me, what would be your fix to it? Do you agree with Eli Tomac? Do you think it should stay the way it is? Whatever it is, comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the fun things this platform allows you to do, because it does really help me out, and I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.